"Scatola matola, the sun shines!" And instantly there appeared a quantity of stuffs of silk and gold and embroidered scarfs, with a golden cup. In short, the Queen herself could not have brought together so many beautiful ornaments. When the ladies saw these things they told their mistress, who endeavoured to obtain them as she had done the others. But Betta replied as before, that if the Queen wished to have them, she must let her spend the night at the door of the chamber. Then the Queen said to herself, "What can I lose by satisfying this silly girl, in order to get from her these beautiful things?" So taking all the treasures which Betta offered her, as soon as night appeared, the instrument for the debt contracted with sleep and repose being liquidated, she gave the sleeping draught to Pintosmalto. But this time he did not swallow it, and making an excuse to leave the room, he spat it out again, and then went to bed. Betta now began the same tune again, saying how she had kneaded him with her own hands of sugar and almonds, how she had made his hair of gold and his eyes and mouth of pearls and precious stones, and how he was indebted to her for his life, which the gods had granted to her prayers, and lastly how he had been stolen from her, and she had gone seeking him with such toil and trouble. Then she went on to tell him how she had watched 2 nights at the door of his room, and for leave to do so had given up 2 treasures, and yet had not been able to hear a single word from him, so that this was the last night of her hopes and the conclusion of her life. When Pintosmalto, who had remained awake, heard these words, and called to mind as a dream all that had passed, he rose and embraced her. And as Night had just come forth with her black mask to direct the dance of the stars, he went very quietly into the chamber of the Queen, who was in a deep sleep, and took from her all the things that she had taken from Betta, and all the jewels and money which were in a desk, to repay himself for his past troubles. Then returning to his wife, they set off that very hour, and travelled on until they arrived at her father's house, where they found him alive and well. And from the joy of seeing his daughter again, he became like a boy of 15 years. But when the Queen found neither Pintosmalto nor beggar girl nor jewels, she tore her hair and rent her clothes, and called to mind the saying, "He who cheats must not complain if he be cheated." End of chapter 27.